Welcome to Everlasting Talk. Hello and welcome to Everlasting Talk. I'm your host, Ever. Please make sure to check us out on Instagram, X, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Get your merch on Spring, and coming soon, buy me a coffee. I'm trying to release more exclusive content on there that's not allowed on other platforms like Spotify and YouTube. Today, we're talking about Subutai. Subutai was the primary military strategist and general under Genghis Khan and his successors, with over 20 campaigns that helped the Mongol Empire become the largest contiguous empire in human history, from China all the way to Eastern Europe, known for his brilliant battlefield tactics and being loyal to the empire. Subutai, also spelled Subutai, was born either 1175 or 1176 near the unknown river in modern-day Mongolia. Came from the Uruk-hai clan, known for being blacksmiths rather than being warriors. His father was Jarchin Judai, a humble servant to the Mongol aristocracy. Subutai's family had humble beginnings, no significant military background, making his rise really remarkable. Growing up in the harsh Mongol steppe, a land where survival required adaptivity, resilience, and skill. At the age of 14, Subutai will leave his clan to join Temujin's army and eventually moved into the highest command available. Recognized for his intelligence and strategic thinking, he began serving Genghis Khan in his teenage years, also being friends with one of Genghis Khan's sons. Subutai quickly proved his value with reconnaissance and raids, a major innovation in the art of war. In his 20s, already designing and executing major campaigns, serving along Jubi and other generals in campaigns against the Western Xia and Jin dynasties in China from 1207 to 1227 and beyond. His career began during the campaign against the Khwarezmian dynasty, where Subutai and Jibi chased the fleeing Shah through Persia, even raiding into the Caucasus and the Kievan Rouge. Subutai's ability to coordinate multiple armies across vast distances became legendary. He later commanded from 1241 to 1242 the invasion of Europe, actually in 1236 in Russia under Oghin Khan. He led the Mongol Empire into Hungary and Poland, beating the European armies at the Battle of Mohi and Legnica in 1241. At Mohi, executed a masterful pincer move against the Hungarian army, using feigned retreats and river crossings to encircle and annihilate the enemy. At the Battle of Legnica, he coordinated with other Mongol generals to crush a coalition of Polish and Teutonic forces. Subutai had plans to push further west into Europe, but the sudden death of Ogadi Khan forced the Mongols to retreat in order to select a great new Khan. This moment actually prevented the conquest of more European territory, so who would have known what happened if that event never occurred? Subutai's military reputation never faltered, but he retired from campaigning after the European invasion. Despite his unprecedented achievements, he remained a general rather than a ruler, and his political influence in the Mongol courts was limited. His contributions, while celebrated by Mongol leaders, faded somewhat into historical memory compared to Genghis Khan. Subutai died around 1278 at the age of 72, likely in Mongolia by the Tul River. The exact circumstances of his death are not recorded, but it is believed he died of natural causes and of old age after decades of military service. Subutai commanded more than 20 major campaigns and won 65 plus battles, contributing decisively to the extension of the Mongol Empire. His strategic innovations, coordinated multi-front assaults, feigned retreats, and deep reconnaissance are studied in military academics today. Historians consider him one of the greatest generals in history. Subutai's military genius reshaped Eurasian geopolitics in the 13th century. His ability to lead across thousands of miles, defeat numerically superior enemies, and adapt to varied terrains and cultures makes him a model of strategic brilliance. Some things to check out. Check out Genghis Khan and the Making of the Modern World by Jack Weatherford. It explains Subutai's role in Mongol expansion. Also check out The Mongol Art of War by Timothy May. It's a military history book highlighting Subutai's campaigns. Also check out The Devil's Horseman, The Mongol Invasion of Europe by James Chambers. It details the Mongol military strategy and Subutai's innovations against Europe. Also check out The Secret History of the Mongols, a Mongolian epic chronicle of the 13th century. It contains references to Subutai's campaigns and loyalty to Genghis Khan. Thank you so much for joining us here at Everlasting Talk. Again, I'm your host, Ever. Please make sure to check us out on Instagram, X, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Get your merch on Spring, and coming soon, buy me a coffee. Hopefully you guys learned something today about Subutai. He's less well known compared to Genghis Khan. But yeah, next episode we're talking about Zayan Yu. So turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Everlasting Talk. For more content, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Everlasting Talk. Thank you.